Ah, doesn't it feel nice to be back in Hollow Drum? What's happening, guys? This is the Grand Master of Faster, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons. In the last episode, we traveled to Subrosia and obtained the power of Autumn. In this episode, we are going to enter the 5th dungeon, and I thought there was a patch of soft soil there. And the 5th dungeon is right over there. Now, we've seen these mushrooms before. When it's any other season except autumn, you can't do a thing to them. But when it is autumn, you can pick them up and throw them. And apparently, mushrooms fade into nothingness after they're picked up. I don't know how that works, but let's just enter the dungeon. This is Level 5, Unicorn's Cave. So to start things off, we are going to get hit by a water tektite, apparently. Yeah, like the Dancing Dragon dungeon, this place also has quite a bit of water. Well, maybe not as much water, it's just in that one room. And it's also the first time we're introduced to iron masks. You know how to deal with them. You gotta hit them in their backside. Okay, so if we walk up, we see a very odd object with the letter N on it. We can't do anything with that for now, but we'll still want to keep it in mind. First things first, we gotta go over and get that chest while trying to avoid being sucked into the pits of oblivion. There we go! We reached it. And we have the compass right off the bat. Very nice. Now, I'm just gonna fall down so I can get to the entrance more quickly, but if we check the map, we can see that there are 8 chests for us to collect. Yeah, a lot of small keys in this dungeon. And there's a small key over there, but we can't get to it because we're gonna need the dungeon item to get a lot of the treasure chests here. The good news is that you get the map and compass very early on, and the dungeon item, actually. So you get all 3 early on in the game. Or the dungeon, I should say. Actually, I want to go back, because if we hit the lever, we can get a small key. Okay. So we are going to go right over here and get a small key. And do these blocks move? I don't think they do. Okay. Now we're going to want to go the same way we went before, because that is going to take us to the dungeon item. And I'll say this, the dungeon item is probably my favorite item in the Oracle series. In fact, it might be one of my favorite items in a handheld Zelda game, period. Make sure you avoid those fire tubes much better than I did. And that one on the left will spit 3 fireballs at you. Okay, enough of that. But yeah, the dungeon item is very, very unique. And that's one of the reasons I like it so much. Okay, so we are introduced to wisps in this dungeon. You cannot damage wisps. They are invincible. But if they hit you, then you won't. Then you'll get jinxed, and you will be temporarily unable to use your sword. And we also have Gibdos in here. I think this is the first time we've seen Gibdos. I'm gonna see if I can No, he's not going to jump down, is he? Oh, I wanted him to jump into the pit and be an idiot. But we've got the dungeon map now. Very nice. And if we check the map, we can see the dungeon is indeed shaped like a unicorn. Sorry guys, no unicorns in this dungeon. We fought a unicorn as a boss, remember? Way back in the Gnarled Root dungeon. And when you really think about it, it should make more sense that Aquamentus was the boss of Unicorn's Cave because of his design. But no, I guess it makes sense since Aquamentus was the first boss in the original NES game. So he would be the first boss in Oracle of Seasons as well. But enough of my overanalyzing. Let's get rid of these keys because they're annoying and they're driving me batty. Alright! We open the chest and obtain the magnetic gloves. Their magnetic might attracts and repels. Press the button to reverse polarity. This is as I've said before, these are really cool items. They are on south polarity, and that object is at north polarity. Isn't that sweet? And we can also use it to repel objects as well. So the magnetic gloves are very, very versatile. Their only weakness is that they can't be used to defeat enemies. Directly, mind you. Those north polarity spheres that we've been using them on, if you use them to run over enemies, they will be defeated. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Okay, I think I collected everything here. So let's go down, and we're going to use our bombs to blast these rocks. Very nice. Okay. I don't know if those statues are dangerous, but oh, apparently they are. They have minds of their own. Okay. Well. Geez, took a little damage from those things, but yeah, try and jump over their shots. Okay, now, here we have an interesting puzzle. When you move when you move the Armos on the right, the one on the left moves in the opposite direction. And we want to position it onto that switch. So just push it next to this block in this fashion, and the door will open. Very nice. Oh, watch out for Dibdos. I don't know how much of this dungeon I can complete in one sitting, but I know I'm not going to be able to complete it in one video. Alright, so up here I believe is... Oh, okay, I thought it was a key, but it was 100 rupees. Indeed, I am thrilled. Have I been up there? No, I have not. So before we move that magnetic ball, we are going to head right up here. Now, the cool thing about the magnetic gloves is that you can actually pull off the masks on the iron masks, and they'll become helpless. Their masks are magnetic. Who knew? Alright, now... we'll want to use our mystery seeds on this owl statue over here. Recall the order you slay the knights in. What knights are she talking about? Why, Armos knights, of course. So this is a really interesting puzzle as well. You have to defeat all 4 Armos knights. And good news is you can use your sword to defeat them. And once you do that, 4 chests will appear. You have to open the 4 chests in the order in which you slayed the Armos. And if you get the wrong order, then you have to do the puzzle all over again and kill them once more. And in the 4th chest is a key. Very good. Alright, so... how much of the dungeon have we explored thus far? Almost the entire left half. That's not bad. There are still a few more things we can pick up now that we have the magnetic gloves. Alright, so we want to head down here, and that chest is next on our roster. Now, you can't see it right now, but there is an object with south polarity. Believe it or not, we can use the magnetic gloves to pull ourselves to objects. And that, my friends, is the diversity of the magnetic gloves. I think I've praised them enough. And if memory serves, here's a key, by the way, this is the only game where the magnetic gloves appear, and I really wish they would appear in future Zelda games, because there are literally dozens of puzzle possibilities that you could do with the magnetic gloves in a 3D environment. I mean, yeah, they sort of did it with the iron boots in Twilight Princess, what with being magnetic and all. But I still want to see the magnetic gloves. Alright, let's get rid of these guys first, and it doesn't matter which polarity you are on. You can pull off their masks regardless. Okay. Now, we want to quickly tap the button once we get to the side we're on, and get yet another key. Alright, so... I think we'll have time to get one more key, and that'll be it. I just wonder if I can get there with the other cart on the other side. I think I might be able to. Okay, so first of all, we will want to strike that lever so we can go up. Alright, so we've got a few gels to defeat. Yeah, okay, it looks like things are working out. Or not! Well, nonetheless, I still had to travel to this room. But once you push that block to the side, a north ball will appear. So I think now is a good time to stop the video. Next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons, we are going to continue exploring the Unicorn's Cave. So, see you guys next time.